I'm Jill Kuykendall, and I'm a transpersonal healing therapist using the shamanic method. And I've been studying shamanism for many years now, and I'm a teacher of shamanism and the benefits of it with my husband, Hank Wesselman. Because it's an applied practice, and it's something to become familiar with as part of your day-to-day reality, I love reflecting back on my own experiences in which I'm asked to tap into the benefits of these relationships with helping spirits. One of the first things you learn in studying shamanism is how to make connection with these helping spirits that are just on the other side of the mirror, so to speak. Many of us will discover that animal spirits are the first to come on board in service to us in a very empowering, supportive way, oftentimes even companioning us to afford a certain amount of protection. Well, several years ago, my younger daughter required some abdominal surgery, and she was a teenager, so there wasn't a lot of accessibility to be of service to her. She was pretty much on her own independent path. So I did a personal divination journey into what I call my sacred garden, this place in the dream world, the spirit world, that is personal to me, and I can meet with other spirits there. And I asked the surrounding spirits in this location if, in fact, I could be of service to my daughter, if I could be present such that anything that might happen to her soul during the operation, I could attend to immediately. And I was met with blank stares. And that meant no. So I, in fact, then called upon a spirit to come to talk to me about this. And the spirit of Bear came into my garden and sat down next to me and explained to me that my daughter would be fine, that Bear would be with my daughter throughout the ordeal. And I said, how is it that you're coming to be with my daughter? And Bear said, oh, I know all about hibernation. And that's what they do. They give you an anesthesia. They put you into this artificial hibernation. Even the room is cool. And they have it cool usually so that the surgeons are comfortable. So Bear said, no worries, I will be with your daughter. And I accepted that. In fact, it felt very validating to hear that from the spirit of Bear. So I was free to go back into mom role. And at the appointed day, my husband and I took her to the hospital. She was the first surgical procedure scheduled. We went through the whole admittance process with her as the parents. I was maintaining my cool. She was then prepped and on the gurney, and the IV lines were started. And being that she was still under 18, a pediatric surgical nurse appeared to take her into the surgery. And they got halfway to the door when she stopped and she goes, oh, I forgot something very important. And she ran around the corner and she grabbed an object, which she said, all the kids get these, you get one too. And it was a little stuffed bear that she was going to take into the surgical room. And my daughter put that bear face down on her shoulder, but actually the face was facing over her shoulder. And as they wheeled her away, that little bear was looking right at me. And it was so validating. I could feel the presence of Bear as this whole event was unfolding now. And it was quite reassuring. And many others have told me that as they have journeyed to be of service to a friend who's having an operation, and they're going to journey into the surgical room to create companionship and support, they often see the spirit of Bear in the operating room, functioning there in support of the soul of the individual receiving the surgery, and also understanding that anything like a soul part that leaves or an issue of empowerment, that the bear will corral it, will hold it, and be present to offer it back to that person when they recover from the surgery.